This is from the Master's Voice Prophecy blog, Satan as an Angel of Light, December 8th, 2021. If those days had not been cut short, nobody would be saved. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. Matthew 24:22. A prophetic warning I received from the Lord. The times that were before will be again. Plagues and pestilences of the ancient world will arise again. Terrible diseases will afflict mankind on account of their sin. Because they are so abominable in their practices, the very worst diseases that ancient peoples once struggled against, including but not limited to the fever, the ague, the plague, the Black Death, smallpox, and genetic birth defects reminiscent of the Nephilim, shall arise in the human population of the end days. Man will be afflicted in his skin with terrible boils, with skin diseases which have not been seen before. Sickness will also come from the chemicals and pesticides which are used in the food and water, and there will be no escaping these things except for my mercy shown to those who call upon me. The plague will come and the pestilence rage like a fire, terrible fevers burning up the human body as a judgment and affliction for sin. This is the word of the Lord. The Black Death is an ancient plague. The Black Death is an ancient sickness. It is an old pestilence that will manifest in modern times as a judgment upon a sinful world. And the spirit of death will cover this world as an affliction against those who curse and deny the Lord. The gods are coming back to this earth. They will descend from the sky in front of everyone, making the grandest possible entrance they can, but beware, for Satan is a deceiver. These gods will use dazzling lights and flashing lights. They are light beings and will appear as pure light in some cases. Beware, for the word of God says, even Satan appeareth as an angel of light. They will come in a dazzling formation and appear to be very helpful to people. But this is all a deception and a plan. At the right moment they will bond with man, but as iron cleaveth not to the clay, so they will not be able to cleave to humanity. Instead, man will be greatly destroyed by them. Next, I have the impression of a hand with 3 fingers clasping the hand of a human being, like when brothers do the secret handshake, the "Hey man, how are you doing" handshake that men do just before they hug. I have the impression of a covenant, an agreement, a written document. A treaty will be signed between these beings and ourselves, and on the day it is signed publicly, people will rejoice. People will see this is a great season of advancement. Everything these demonic creatures suggest to bring us closer to them in the same environment will be seen as a positive collaboration, a good idea. There will be celebrations and rejoicing. I hear it said in the Spirit as the agreement is signed, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, a great step forward, a historic day for humanity. I hear the announcer speak so confidently that what he doesn't know is he is announcing the last call for mankind, the funeral roll, the death call for human beings. By the gods, O man, because you hated me and hated my truth, you shall be destroyed. This is the word of the Lord. This prophecy was so simple among many others of the same kind that I wrote it and kind of forgot about it till now. The flashing, dazzling lights refer to the spectacle that UFOs make when they want to be seen. Note that if they don't want to be seen, we'll never know they are there. They can be totally silent when hovering. They have multiple ways to be seen. They have multiple ways of hiding themselves, including becoming invisible, cloaking, or hiding in natural clouds, or creating self-made clouds to shield themselves from view. But when they appear with flashing lights, it's because they want attention. They want to be noticed. Spaceships in the movies seem capable of many things: impossible speeds, light displays, sound and music displays. All this will surely be captivating to people, seeing a myth in the flesh at last. True to all God says on this topic, I repeat that alien disclosure will captivate people to the point of open-mouthed fascination. That's when people will see things like this. People will be so happy to see these creatures, it will be unreal. Many will even feel vindicated in keeping the faith about aliens. Something like, the government was hiding this from us and lying, but look, here they are. They're real. We have the proof at last. But imagine the depth of trickery it takes to make people want something that will destroy them, just because you keep it from them and act like you don't know it exists. On one hand, the government cannot control these creatures at all. They've never been able to. But on the other hand, think of a great mass of people believing in something so long, then it actually shows up. It will be a global frenzy of every emotion under the sun, from joy, anxiety, hope, worship, hatred, fear, and celebration. But those who are wise will stay far away from these creatures. Millions will want to know everything about them once they know they're real. Most people will try to get as close as they can because they have so many questions. The appearance of fallen angels, aliens, and other captivating beings will be a turning point in human history. But I warn everyone that underneath the fanciness and whatever excuse me, whatever agreement that humanity will sign with these beings, whatever treaty will be made, it means nothing. The end of all of it is death, too much death. Death has shown it, God has shown it to me often, and I continue to do my best to warn what the ultimate cost of loving the devil will be. If we could only remember that Satan is a hunter, if only we keep in mind his description as a roaring lion looking for unguarded flesh to eat, then his skill at deceiving and destroying prey would be underestimated by anyone.